Guten Morgen.
So, guten Morgen. Hi, James. It's a pleasure for me to be together with you from Outform. We will make a little walkthrough about the innovations, what you're driving with regards to new retail. But first of all, tell us a little bit the story behind Outform, and then we make the walkthrough.
Lovely. Good morning, everybody. We're a retail marketing company, global, and based in Europe and in the States and in APAC. We specialise in insight through to data and to design and creative, and then development of the idea from there, manufacturing, installation, maintenance, and then all the after-sales stuff, so all the really good stuff. But we very much focus on digital and technology integration of ideas for some of our top clients, being Apple and Google, and Facebook and Amazon, to name a few. We're showcasing some integration of technologies, which is brand new. Nobody else has been able to do this, and we've had some fantastic responses from some of it. Here we've got augmented reality and RFID technology integrated. The one thing about Outform is our ability to make fantastic new technologies affordable and scalable. So where a lot of companies are doing one-off store of the future programs, which we do also, this is very much, okay, I've got another 250, 500, 1,000 more stores. How do I integrate some of this fantastic stuff into there? Well, a lot of companies can't do that because it's not affordable. Our tech and our platform, which I'm going to show you in a minute, is very much affordable. So this, like I said, this is augmented reality, high resolution augmented reality with RFID. And what it's doing here, from a shopper experience, it's basically making me look really good with lipstick. So I pick up a product here, and I can see it's ultraviolet sheer. This is the model shot here, so that's what I'm going to look like. And actually, you look great. Well. We're getting a lot of data from this, live data. It's all cloud-based. But also, what we can do is we can correlate the data from the interaction piece to the rate of sale. So we can go back to the big cosmetic companies or any other company who's pick up and learn products. We can then say, look, we had 30 interactions this hour on this colour, and look at the rate of sale, it's 28, so people are picking it up, seeing the actual experience, and then buying the product, which is what we're trying to do.
Good.
This experience is very, very different. The technology advances in voice activation has really come to the forefront this past couple of years. With working with Google, for instance, and basically this isn't online, so there's no Wi-Fi connection here. This is very much offline, so it means you can have any retailer, any brand, go up to this and say, hey, Coca-Cola, where can I buy some Coca-Cola Light? 2 litres, and it would say it's on aisle number 17, halfway down you'll see our fixture. On the other hand, it could be any information about where click and collect could be, or anything. You could ask it, and instead of having an assistant in the store, it cuts down head count and also gives the experience to the shopper a lot more sort of connected piece. There's also some other sort of stuff we can do as well, which is combining product with cameras.
Someone's knocking on the front door.
And it's you. And then I would say, hey, welcome to my home, come in, have a drink. So that's the voice experience. Right. This is great. This is RFID. A lot of people do RFID technology, but this is really special. So what we can do here is a shopper can pick up a product and look at what it actually is. Where the differentiator here is that we can put multiple products on there and then compare what actually the offering is of that product, and also have live feeds coming in, so Twitter feeds, shoppability, so what people are rating, star rating these products are as well. So you can start looking at that, and then, am I getting the best value for money of this product? Can I buy it cheaper online? It can feed in online buying as well, so we can say, okay, this is the price I'm paying today, and look, it compares with what it is online, so I'll take the product now. So it's another impulse piece. So this, for me, is the most exciting one, really. Not because it's very, very sophisticated piece of technology, it's because it incorporates beer. So what we're doing here is, if I had a glass in my hand, I'd pour you one, actually. But, and anybody else is welcome to come next time, come and find us, we've always got lots of beer. But here, what it does, when we're pouring, it then triggers another message. And this can be anything, and we're just showing a glass of beer, which is actually the beer that's being dispensed from here, being done, and then it's going to another piece of communication. This is the last piece of technology, and I'm going to show you some communication pieces. But this is robotics. So what we've got here is an ability to be able to communicate to shoppers more products in a smaller footprint. And this can be, you have to imagine, this could be any product you want. At the moment, it's phone covers, and you can imagine this is for Apple. So you can imagine how many products they've got, how many colours, how many different textures they've got, how many different materials they've got. They've got hundreds. So how do they actually do that? How do they communicate that in store? And this is really simple. So you just go up to it. I'm interested in leather, and it would say, this is the offering for me, this is the price, $40.
Instead of leading people to somewhere, you can show it at the same place. Yeah.
Correct, but you have to be quite imaginative here. You know, this could be paint.
Yep.
So if you look at a decorative paint fixture, for instance, there are thousands of different combinations of colours. Now, it's very confusing. We've had 40 years of experience with working with decorative companies. When you go into a store, for instance, it's good to be able to see, I've got I'm decorating my living room. Now, what could that look like? So from a digital perspective, we can combine again the AR experience. So this is what my current room looks like, and this is what it's going to do. And all this can happen, and the physical colours, materials can then appear on the wall and give you a really good feel about what you're going to be buying. And then there's a possibility of getting a credit card out, NFC technology, tap it on there, you buy it there and then, you then choose a range of people to actually do it at home, and then those people would come and make your house look good. So this is the last product which we're showing at Euroshop 2020. This is brand new. In fact, these weren't finished until the Monday of this week. And basically, what it is, it eliminates the use of touchscreen screens or non-touch screens, because when they inevitably do fail, you have a blank area. And I think that's a real negative when it comes to retail marketing, shopper marketing. When people come up and there's nothing there. What you'd rather have is no expectation of the actual experience. So here, if this is not working, for instance, this is touchscreen here, you can lift and learn and have the same piece working here. But if it's not working, if there's no electricity, for instance, this area here is still a beautiful surface, and nobody would know that there's supposed to be a touchscreen unit there.
Yeah, because normally you either have a beamer or something, a projector or something like this.
Correct.
And you have the cameras, but it's always big, and you combine it in a very small piece, which is a fashionable piece, which can be integrated into retail design.
Correct. So we've had about 6 mobile phone retailers come on and say, "Oh, this is absolutely fantastic, just what we're looking for, an alternative to the market leader at the moment." Now we assess the luxury luxury market. For instance, watches is a really good example, but it could be jewellery, it could be perfumes, it could be anything like that, anything you luxury. And the problem today is all items are under a counter, so under a glass counter, and there's a barrier there. You know, I've got a nice watch. When I bought this, I had to ask somebody to assist me, but the amount of times I went into the store to actually have a look, I went in 5 or 6 times before I actually bought. I went online to make sure it was absolutely what I wanted, and I wanted to see what my family thought of me buying that product. Now, the barrier was the glass showcase. With this, you can actually see it, you can feel it, you can get a feel for what it actually does. You can see the time, it's working. And this is using an NFC technology. So if I'm a shop assistant, hello sir, would you like to see this? Yes, I'd love to see it, thank you, and try it on. It's lift there, it's an electromagnet system, and then I can try it on and purchase it. The product's in your hand. It's very important that. And as soon as you're in, it's fully locked in, secure, etc. This is really for smart watches, anything that's powered. So this is a power patented again. This is a patented unit, and here it's charging the actual iPhone. And here, what you can do is you can start trying it on. Oh yeah, I like it, etc., etc. Great for me. Okay, I'll buy it. Much more cost-effective piece rather than a very expensive luxury item. And these are just different variations, but they're all. You can actually connect that with the touchscreen as well. So when you lift it, it will come up and say, "This is special. This can do this. It's very good with sports. It can go underwater, etc., etc." Whatever the USP of the phone. For Euroshop 2020, we've produced our own dynamic Lightbox, and basically there's a need for this. A lot of companies can't afford big LED screens. They're a lot of money, and they're unaffordable. You can't scale anything. So there's another version which you could have is just a light box, made of a fabric light box, which is equally as good. What we've done here, we've made a in-between product between LED and a fabric light box, and it's a dynamic light box. And here you've got moving LEDs, and it gives a lot more presence in store. The really good thing is that you can merchandise off here. So this is exactly the same. You can see it moving. So there's movement, there's presence, and it draws you in. But you can actually place products on, and we have areas in here to be able to merchandise from.
Oh, that's good. I have seen it in an espresso store in Munich. Did you do that for Nespresso?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Okay. So I know where it comes from.
You've seen a lot of experiences that we've been working with Outform, and like I said before, a lot of these get integrated into the programs which we're putting into retail, and there's a lot of different programs that we're actually integrating things. And the brains of all this is all this piece here. This is our control centre. And basically, in simple terms, you can start off with one piece, which is the brain and the power, which is the brain is the computer piece. And then the rest of the experiences are very modular. So you can start clipping RFID, start clipping motion sensor, start clipping dynamic Lightbox into it. And you're building up a fantastic network structure, and it's all governed by this brilliant. We've spent a lot of money on this. This brilliant dashboard, which is a content management system. It's monitoring each of the elements here to make sure they're working with perfection. And basically, what you can do once you add an element to a store. You see it on the dashboard, you can see how it's behaving, you can see how many interactions, you can see rate of sale, etc., etc. And this is a really big advantage for our customers to be able to get live data.